Whew. Hey guys, how in the world are y'all? I am doing excellent. Been crazy busy, but life is good. Can't complain. I'm outside, just enjoying the day. But I got something I really want to bring to y'all because I think it's super exciting, super cool. And I've been looking for this thing for about a year, and I just found it. Thanks to the help of Switchback Outdoors, I was able to get this thing, find it, get it ordered, and I'm super excited to talk about it. In case you're wondering, yes, it's the way I'm carrying my rifle right here. So as you guys know, we're going to Colorado. We've been hunting Colorado for the last couple of years, and New Mexico. And the problem I had was why carrying my rifle. What I mean by that was, yeah, I can attach it to my backpack. Attaching it to my backpack's fine, but then the problem is when my backpack's heavy and I'm tired, I'm taking the backpack off. One time the backpack got away from me, and it hit pretty hard on the ground. I didn't like that. I didn't want my rifle attached to my backpack. I just didn't. So I started carrying it on my shoulder. The problem is, with everything on my shoulder, keeping my rifle slung here was hard. So what I was using was my chest strap to go around the sling to help pin it to my chest. And that was okay. I just wasn't 100% pleased with that, but it is what it is. And I've been seeing these type of deals online, on YouTube, but getting somebody to respond to a message, it's kind of a pain. But I watched one of Switchback Outdoors videos, and I asked this, hey, what kind of sling is that? And he told me. So let's get into it so we can talk about it, so I can go over the pros and the only con I can find so far. But we got some stuff to talk about. So we're out here, we're on the range, just doing a little bit of walking around with this thing, but let's get started. Oh man, guys, it is muggy out here, and we got some rain a couple days ago, and it's just muggy after it rains, but it is what it is. All right, so this right here is the Kifaru. This right here is the Kifaru. All right, so this right here is the Kifaru Gun Bearer. Kifaru Gun Bearer. This is how it's spelled, guys. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. They sent a really cool sticker with the product, and I'm a sticker guy, so it is what it is, but I'm pronouncing it Kifaru Gun Bearer. If it's wrong, I do apologize. Okay, so this right here is Kifaru Gun Bearer, and before I get into the really neat thing about this deal, the problem I've been having when I go and I have it either on my shoulder or on my backpack, number one is hitting branches. I could duck, but I'm not ducked down far enough, so I hit branches. I've had some stuff come back and hit me on my gun, and that bothers my soul a little bit. Probably doesn't knock it off, but it just bothers me. The other part of it is I have fallen twice while I've had it shouldered, and I've fallen and hit the scope twice. That bothers me. And so I'm looking for a different way to carry the rifle that I feel like it's more secure, and I feel like carrying it right here not only gives me some mental security as far as the rifle goes, because I'm covering it up with my arm. I just feel like it's better right here. I don't know why. In my mind, I like it. I've been seeing this on YouTube, and I just couldn't figure out what it was, or how. I'm looking up gunslings, but this never came up. So thank you to Switchback Outdoors for responding. I really do appreciate it. I'm super excited to have this thing, but let's talk a little bit more about it. So as far as I think the most fascinating thing about this is the quick release on it. Basically, you have this tab here, pull down, make sure you grab the rifle because it's coming at that point in time. Then you take your right hand or your off hand, whichever side you have it on, you pull this part back here, your rifle comes out. Super fast, does take a little bit of practice. If you have gloves, it might be a little bit more to take it, but maybe swipe your arm this way, swipe your hand that way, and it should come off. But super fast, super easy. In case anybody's wondering, yes, this is unloaded Ruger American. But, because I know somebody out there's going to be like, is it unloaded? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, got the rifle set aside. Let's talk a little bit about this product, because I think it's really, really neat, guys. All right, let's move this over here. So, what I'm going to say is I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I thought the negative parts about this thing was, because I'm really kind of nitpicking it, but at the same time, just thought it could be a little better. Number one, the Kifaru Gun Bearer. If you have a Kifaru backpack, the price is a little cheaper, a lot cheaper, actually 50 bucks for the Gun Bearer if you have a Kifaru backpack. If you don't have a Kifaru backpack like my Eberly stock here, the price jumps up to about 80 bucks. Now what I will say, it is universal. It will fit, it should fit any bag. I can't see why I wouldn't, but it also is right or left-handed. Is what it is, but I just didn't like necessarily the price jump if it wasn't a Kifaru backpack. But regardless, the only other thing, if I'm nitpicking, is I didn't like the fact that it didn't come with instructions. And by that means, guys, when I got it, this is what it looked like. Everything on it came Velcro together, and I was like, what in the world? This, obviously know what this is, but I was like, why, what does this piece go to, and what does this piece go to? Obviously, this is where the rifle sits in, but why is this thing so dang long? All right, so let's talk about the upper part first. This is a quick release, okay? This right here, and we'll get into the placement of this in a little bit, but if you notice the buckle like this. Now, if you're left-handed, you want it on your left side, the buckle needs to be on the inside here. If you're right-handed like me, the buckle needs to be on the inside here. So regardless, think buckle on the inside, then pretty self-explanatory at that point. Just wrap this piece of Velcro around and you are good to go. Just like that, guys. Pretty easy. Then basically this will wrap around the front of your rifle, and then boom, just like that. And then as far as the quick release goes, you pull this tab here and then your rifle comes undone. Really simple. That is not the hard part at all. And really truly the other part is not hard, but the fact that it didn't come with instructions, I had to get on YouTube and figure this thing out. So I'm just kind of bringing it to you. But let's go. We're going to lower the camera down so we can talk down at the bottom, guys. Okay, so according to the YouTube video I watched, this right here, this long piece of Velcro here is so that it can fit really, I guess, any size of padded belt you have, which I think is actually really generous, really good. They just kind of put extra Velcro on there so that you can wrap it around. They suggest that once you figure out the length you need, cut off the excess, burn the edges, and then you're good to go. I just didn't like that. The good thing about the universal kit is it actually came with a shorter piece as well. And basically what they say is the shorter piece is, this is the shorter piece. Where in the world is that? It's embarrassing. Anyways, so this is a shorter piece. And let's go ahead and take this really long one off. I didn't really want the long one. I didn't want to burn anything off. I just wanted it to be good. And so I put the short one on here, and it actually has a significant amount of Velcro grab on it, and it sits on there perfectly. And they say it's designed for like a belt or something just smaller, so you can have plenty of Velcro to go around something smaller. You don't have to have this big long piece. So regardless, you kind of have a long piece it came with, but you have the shorter one as well. And then all you do is it has this buckle on here that's adjustable. You basically just take this thing off, just like this. This is the way I did it. If you want the long piece, keep it on a long piece. And then you just basically, let's take this thing back off. Damn Velcro. Then you basically put this thing back on. Really simple, guys. It's really not rocket science. Now, this is what I am going to get into talk about once we get this thing on here. Come on, baby, you can do it. You got to talk nice at things sometimes, guys, so that it works for you. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to leave it a little bit on the longer side because we're going to talk about that. Get that off of here. Let's put this thing back on. Now, what I will say is this. One thing I really find fascinating about this thing is you can really customize it to however you want. And what I mean by that is while I'm walking around out here, I'm actually checking angles. And what I mean by that is you can lower this piece here, you can raise it, you can move this thing out or in, however you want to look at it, out, in, however you want to look at it. You can slide this thing side to side. You can put this thing at any length you want and basically work the angle of the gun however you want the angle of the gun to sit. If you want it more like this, you want it more like this, it's really customizable to you, whatever you want, which is really what I like about this thing more than anything. I like it when things are like that. Like I can just customize it to myself, my own liking. But the biggest thing is I feel like with it under my arm and on my side, the scope is better protected, and I'm not necessarily gonna be walking into shrubs and brush because the rifle is always longer than me and it's hitting limbs as I'm walking around, and I don't like that. So regardless, guys, I hope you found this information helpful, and thank you to Switchback Outdoors for actually responding to my message because I've been trying to figure this thing out for a while. Life is good, guys. But if you found that useful, I hope I can help. I hope it was helpful to you guys. I do love y'all. So regardless, guys, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. While you're at it, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on an adventure, guys. We're on an adventure, and I am super excited to bring you guys with me. And one of the best quotes that I've ever heard, and I don't remember the person who actually said it, but one of the best quotes I've ever heard was, "It's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." And I'm going to tell you this much, guys. Set goals for yourself, and don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep going, because you just never know. You're going to get there. It just takes time. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. But the thing of it is, when you stop, you never win, you know? So just keep going one step at a time. You got this. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later.